All right, so our next pose is Prasarita Padottanasana. So it's a raised or standing intense stretching pose. And so this is another one where you may find that you like to have blocks available, but this time we're going to put them on the long edge of our mat, about shoulder distance apart. And then come to the top of your mat, so starting all of our standing poses from Tadasana for the purposes of this foundational training. Hands to your hips. You're going to take a giant step back with the left foot and turn all 10 toes towards the long edge of your mat. So the toes are pointing directly forward, or even slightly pigeon toe. This will protect your knee. So you don't want to have your toes turn out and then fold forward. That's putting a lot of lateral stress on the knee joint, which is not a good thing. So you're gonna walk your feet out as far as you comfortably can till you feel a little bit of sensation, no pain. And then draw the elbows back, fingers come right back into those hip creases to help us guide a very proper sort of aligned fold here. So shifting the sits bones back, shifting the hips back as we reach the chest forward and down, hands come onto the blocks. Walk them in line with the toes and then fold. So again, some of you will find that the blocks are unnecessary and you'll be able to move them out of the way and bring your fingertips between those big toes, letting the head hang heavy. And you can sort of play with rocking your weight forward and back here, noticing how that changes the stretch in your legs. So it's a really great pose for strengthening and stretching the feet, the ankles, the entire leg, so the calf muscles, the quads, the hamstrings, and everything in between. So you can have many different hand variations here. So you can have your fingers in line with your toes. You can turn the fingertips behind and walk your fingers back, drawing you deeper into your pose. You may like to wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. Bend the elbows towards the sides and fold here. When you're ready to come out, inhale, come up halfway, pull the belly in and up, turn the toes out slightly, and then sit the hips down, come into a squat. So this, of course, isn't the only way to come out, but I like to make this little transition because, as I might have mentioned before, I think we should all be squatting every day. Another way to come out would be to simply rise up halfway, engage the core, bring the palms to heart center, and then rise straight up. And finally, you could start from that Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Come onto the fingertips and just heel-toe your feet together until you're in Uttanasana. Bend the knees and then sweep the arms out and up.